Hello students, welcome to the class. I am Yogita. Our subject is CNET Nursing Education for Nurses, and today we are going to discuss about what? Yeah, group dynamics. Now before that, let us understand the concept of group. Now group means when two or more people join together and they will have a social interaction a process, and that is called group. But now, group dynamics that referred as a members, people are talking, interacting each other in a group setting. Group dynamic is a social process where people are interacting in their group environment. See, this is what called group dynamics, and group dynamic is a process which differentiate this individual. Is not a random collection of individual based on their interest, knowledge, requirement. It is separating the people from random group. So this is called group dynamic. Now, types of group dynamic. Now here are mainly two types we can see: formal group and informal group dynamics. Now formal group dynamics, it is mainly prepared based on certain objectives. You need to achieve certain goals, you need to achieve certain tasks. For that reason we are having a formal groups. Informal group dynamics, it is from just like that, like a friendship based on your interest, some dream club or some association, some golf club. See, based on interested people are joining together. Anytime they'll come and go, they will not have a strict hierarchy in that. They don't have a strict rules or regulation norms to follow. But when you see this formal, where you have to follow all these things. So mainly two types: formal group dynamics and informal group dynamics. Next, group size. Now, by keeping the requirement of group, you need to select minimum members in your group based on your workload and the goal achievement. Because when the large group, many members are in group, that leads to a conflicts because of different viewpoints, as well as you may find a fewer social relationship and less opportunity for the individual to get recognized, and also a less interaction and motivation level or initiation cannot be taken by all who is there in the group, because everyone may think let her do, let him do. So because group is big, no much communication, no much bonding. So what they say is that group should be with the minimum numbers based on your requirement. Then let us discuss now certain theories what we can study in group dynamics. Okay, now let us see the theories. We can see a different viewpoints here. Now first is Kurt Levin's view. Now here Kurt Lewin is a first person who did some scientific study on group. He was the first person who made a little movement towards these group studies. He has the person who coined the word group dynamics, where he wanted to understand the process how this group is working. Now he has given two meanings for group and dynamic. Group is nothing but two or three or more people joined together with their common interest and communication and interaction process. It's a social unit. And dynamics is a process where we are able to understand themselves, understand their viewpoint and their interest. So actually this dynamic will make us to develop the perception. Now others are developing the perception on group based on all these qualities. So he was explaining this group and dynamics, where group dynamics always try to separate the group from a generally collection of people. It's not that people are simply join in a group without any motto. Group dynamics, it refers people with the set of goal and achievements with the same interest and qualities, as well as with the sharing a same responsibility and perception. They are forming this group. So this is what called group dynamics. It's given by Kurt Lewin. Okay, when we continue this theory process, we can see a view of Brooke Tuchman. He has given a fourfold model in group dynamics. He said these four concepts like forming, storming, norming and performance. Forming means just form a group, two or three members or more than that members, they will communicate, interact each other, and they will develop a kind of group among themselves. Forming. Storming here, they will develop a interaction. They will talk each other, and they will settle certain barriers. They will let it down, like such issues, conflicts that will be settled. Then norming. Here they will develop certain rules, norms, interaction with each others, and trust will be built. Now the last one is performance. Now based on this, they are able to share the responsibilities, develop a task, and they are working towards for the achievement of task. Now this is explained by Brooke Tuchman in fourfold models: forming, storming, norming, and performing. And next, a model is given by Richard Hackman. Now Richard Hackman explained a research-based model where he said that we can improve the performance of managing a group, your work group, by satisfying their internal and external client, as well as we need to identify the capability of your individual who's there in the group for the future performance, how good they are to do their work, whether they are in the group or out the group, what is their set of mind. These all things must be known. For that, he can also explain certain components like be in a real team. That means you must be genuinely interested in your group and you be the member of that team, and so that you are able to work with them. Then compelling direction. You should have a right direction so that you are able to achieve your goal. You are getting an instruction what you are supposed to do in your group. Enabling a structure. That means here you need to have a group structure. See, as how I said, we cannot afford for a large group because that will lead for the miscommunication and misunderstanding. There is no chance for opportunities and growth and development. So here you will have a structure according to your group requirement. You have to see your task and objective, your goal. Based on that, you will select the members and you are communicating each other. You are sharing your responsibility and perception. Maintain a reward system so that you will sustain the members in the group. You identify their talents and the work is done by that particular group, a particular member from that team, and you give certain rewards to them so that they are satisfied with their job. And final is giving extra coaching. Whenever you identify someone who really required little more training, then you can select them and you can provide an opportunity to train them in a better way so that they can improve their performance. So this concept is given by Richard Hackman. So when you see the theories, we can see three people who has given their view: Kurt Lewin, Brooke Tuchman, and Richard Hackman. So this is about the theories of your group dynamics. Next, certain things to be kept in mind when you form a group, because you need to make a choice, a decision making in your group, so that group should be cohesive. You should able to make a appropriate decision on time. You cannot wait, you cannot delay in making decisions. So you must be good enough to understand the situation and take a prompt decision. And also in group you need to have a good understanding, good coordination, well communication is required so that you are able to sort out the misunderstanding and miscommunication. Good group morale, and you all are, the group members should work towards the goal, what is established here, what is given. So this is all about group dynamics. You can expect 3 marks, a 5 marks question on group dynamics, and you have to write all these points. You may get a direct question, write about group dynamics, where you have to write about the definition, types of group, all the theories, need, advantages, some points on group dynamics which will help you to get certain marks. So I'll see you in next class. Thank you all. Keep watching so that I'll meet you in the next class with a new concept. Until then, take care of yourself and thank you all.